and solid players. Do you have any opinions on these players or these teams, Skirky?
I know that the first player mentioned, I forget his name off the top of my head, was just a little bit
Shocks?
short. Yeah, Shocks was just a little bit short of becoming all-star. So I know he's definitely got to be up there in terms of his conference like skill level. And I know Kaho, I believe, also was on that list. So we'll have to see tonight if Kaho can maintain his spot as like the powerhouse of that conference, because these teams are both in the same conference, correct?
I believe so.
So we'll have to see if Kaho really did deserve that spot or if it really should have been handed to Shocks in the end.
Yes, they are in the same conference. So looking at these player stats, right? Like both of them are the Wildcats are 9-2. And the Scorpions are 8-3. Both these teams are very close in division in record, and I believe their stats are very similar as well. Because you have like Maniac, who's like, oh yeah. So the Maniac is putting up over 100 shots right now, and he's one of the top players, for shooting percentage for shooting percentage and saves per game. And then on the other end, you have the Wildcats, which with Shocks at a 1.06 goals per game, and then you also have Canadian Lions at a 1.3 goals per game. So, can you talk to me about some like the importance of making sure you're not just like putting up like 0.5, 0.6 goals per game?
Well, I'm a huge fan of like quality over quantity. So I think an important stat to look at there would be like the shots per game for each team, and the Wildcats definitely dominate that factor. They have an average of 9, which if I'm looking through
9
the
per game?
entirety, yeah, that is the highest overall the entirety of the independent league. And that's compared to only 7 from the Scorpions. So I mean, like, if the Scorpions get some quality shots here, they have an opportunity. But it's just the Wildcats are going to shoot so much that it's going to be hard for the Scorpions
And
to kind of shut that down.
and just put on so much pressure in the process, and it's just going to be super difficult for the Scorpions to just deal with that pressure and get the ball out of their own half.
And their average shots per game against is 6.6. So we'll have to see a little bit of a contradiction there between the 9 that the Wildcats average and the 6 that the Scorpions average against them. So we'll see which way the things go in terms of stats this game.
Okay, so the Wildcats, right? They have been putting up sort of a clinic in independent league, and I believe this is all behind Shocks and his 151 shots, and Canadian Lions with his 149 shots. I believe these two are the highest in independent league. Yes, they are. The two highest in independent league are on the same team. How do you think those shots impact their ability to set up plays for each other?
I mean, definitely getting good shots are a huge factor about offensive pressure, but it's just a matter of like not shooting it in the wrong place that it gives an easy clear for the other team. And the Scorpions, they seem to be a little bit more defensive minded than the Wildcats. So I kind of fear that if the Wildcats get those constant shots on target, but then mess up one of them, the counterattack on the Scorpions might be really aggressive and get them through the Wildcats defense.
Yeah, so if we then look at the other end on the Scorpions, right? Like, sure, they don't have as many shots, but they still are putting up how many shots per game? They're still putting up almost 7 shots per game, or over 7 shots per game. Sorry, and I feel like that's still like a good amount of shots because like they're still above a lot of the other teams that are below them. Like you have the Dragons, they're above them. That entire conference, besides the Cyclones, they're above them. So it just sort of feels like, sure, their shots may not be the best, but they're still getting quality shots on target and giving themselves the ability to shoot the ball.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how many times you shoot, it matters how many times you score, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the goal differential, the goals per game between each team is only a difference of like 0.5, and that's a difference of compared to the three shots per game difference in shots. So I mean, like you said, the Scorpions are definitely shooting less, but they're scoring more of their own shots.
So their goals to shot ratio is higher than the Wildcats, even though they're at a lower shots per game.
Correct.
Okay. So and then we also look at like some of these. Let's look at the goal differential, right? So the Scorpions have a plus 23, and the Wildcats have a plus 36. Do you think that is attributed to just the amount of shots that are being put on target by the Wildcats?
That's definitely a good factor, and I'm trying to look at their schedule right now, making sure there's no forfeit wins because that might affect some things. Yeah, the Scorpions had 2 forfeits, so definitely have less opportunity for a goal differential there compared to the Wildcats, which I'm trying to find as well.
They're
Who
at the
played all their
bottom.
games?
They actually just had a forfeit. I don't remember who it was against. I'm not going to lie to you. Reversed because they used their freebie on it. So they did have a forfeit. I believe it was the Sockeyes, if I'm not mistaken. But
So
it was just
technically won, yeah.
reversed. They won it. They won it. So it was just reversed, and that brought them up a game, which is why these teams are no longer tied in record. And so, overall opinions on this match. Who do you think is going to take it?
Um, I think I'm gonna stick with the Scorpions, honestly. A little bit of an underdog here, but I think their defense is really gonna withstand the constant shots and pressure that the Wildcats have to offer.
And what do you think the score is going to be?
I'm feeling a 5-game series here. I'm feeling a 3-2.
You know what? I'm going to go with you on that 5-game series, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to go the other way and root for the Wildcats here. I mean, I just can't go against those shots, or the difference in shots. It's just too large for me to overcome that. Like, two of their players are averaging 150 shots, or have 150 shots combined.
Averaging under 50
Yeah,
shots. Jeez, that would
like
be insane.
no. Yeah, 150 shots per game. No. They are two players are combined for 300 shots. Is what I was trying to say, and that's what. How many games are we in? 12. This is their 12th game. I don't know. There's not many games left in this season. That's all I know. But yeah, these teams are gonna have some of these teams are gonna have heydays in some of these matches where it's just gonna be goal, and it's gonna be shootouts. And I feel like there's gonna be a couple games that are gonna be super close. So I'm gonna go 3-2 Wildcats. Is the lobby up?
The lobby is up, but not everyone is in it.
Not everyone is in it. Okay, I will keep on talking then. So we have an independent, right? So like, there's a lot of teams like the Dragons and Beavers. They are super close in for the top of the division, and actually, oh yeah, the Grizzlies are tied with the Beavers for second wild card spot right now, and I believe they play the Grizzlies play the Dragons later. I think it's Tuesday, and whoever wins that will have the head to head over each other. So if they both make second wild card, that will swing the way that goes. Swing in the favor of whichever team wins that. And like the Toucans are 8-4. Aren't you the unofficial AGM of that team, Skirky?
I am.
You are. How has that team been looking so lately?
That is the team I've honestly touched the least, but they have Big Poppy, who is one of the season all-stars
Big
for this
Poppy.
season. Big Poppy, and he's been
Yeah.
putting in a lot of the work. He averages like over a goal per game, and the stats all around are pretty um, you know good overall in terms of across the board.
Okay, so now I'm going to bring this over to our wonderful casters, Cyan and Skirky.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Got our last game of the night. A lot of talking about the Wildcats and Scorpions, but finally we're able to get everybody here, and we're going to get into this game one here. It'll be interesting to see what happens, as you guys mentioned. Both of these teams very solid in their own rights. Let's see who's going to be the team to come out on top here.
Any predictions going in, Cyan? I got to ask you the same question.
You want me to be honest? I am too uninformed to make a prediction based on just what you guys talked about. So I'm going to just hope for a good game. And then maybe after the first game, I'll let you know what I'm thinking.
Okay.
All right. This player should be loading in, hopefully. Oh, man. We're gonna see if these players are maybe waiting on somebody. Maybe somebody headed to get some glass of water or something. We'll see. Yep, there you go. Sharks was away for a second.
So how's 2021 been treating you so far, Cyan?
Not bad. Not bad. Had a good New Year's. Didn't really do much because whole situation the world's in. But I was able to hang out with my girlfriend. And pretty good hanging out. How about yourself? Pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good. Same thing, just hanging with the fam because again, we are in a pandemic and I want to respect people's lives and not endanger that.
There you go. Perfect way to start it. 10 seconds in here. Shelby's going to look to get a shot on net. It's going to clear by Canadian. He's going to try to make something happen. Great flick up. KO. I believe it's KO, right? Or was it KO? KO. That sounds
Could
better.
not tell you.
Anyways, Sharks are going to try to get that on net. Cajo. All right, perfect. It's going to be Cajo. He's going to get a good clear there, getting a save, leaving it for Maniac. He's going to try to make something happen. Off that back wall, can he follow? No. But here comes Club. Ooh, he's not able to get a good shot there as the Wildcats able to clear that right down the field. Dangerous pass there, but Cajo able to dribble it here through midfield. Gets a pass over to the right side. Going to look to follow himself. Good 50 stop there in the corner. Scorpions applying a good amount of pressure here. Cajo playing really well. Sharks, though, is going to answer with a good clear right there off that corner. He's going to bring it right back into the Scorpions zone. Both teams right now are doing a pretty good job keeping the ball close, in my opinion. Not a lot of ping pong action going on, but anyways, does not matter as Beer Bear, he's going to put that right into the net a minute in, 1-0.
Yeah, this is kind of the first opportunity the Wildcats have had, and unfortunately the Scorpions just caught a little bit off guard. One player rotated a little too far near post to make the save there.
Yeah, and a great goal there for the Wildcats. The Scorpions, in my opinion, were applying a little bit of a good pressure, but Wildcats now with 2 shots of their own. And a good start there. Sharks going to put that way down the field. Maniac up quick for that one. It's going to be stopped at that midfield. Sharks trying to get it on the tape of Canadian Lions. He's going to get a touch in, but Beer Bear not able to get that through. Cajo. Sharks going to get it around him, trying to get a center. Canadian, big mister by him, but Maniac also not getting a touch. Clubly able to get a good touch there into that midfield. Ooh, good opportunity there for the Scorpions. But Wildcats able to clear that out into the corner. Beer Bear with a good save there. Maniac following that through. Off that back wall. Can somebody get there? No. Canadian Lions. Great clear and a good demo there. The Scorpions giving a good amount of pressure here so far.
Yeah, right now just a lot of pressure, but not a lot of shots, as they only have one. And, they've been dominating this side of the field, but they have not been putting any shots on target, and they need to do that, obviously, to score. And you got to score to come back in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. But, they're doing everything right now, but just got to get it on net. Maniac trying to do that right there, but a good clear. Oh, great demo by Cajo. He's trying to get that into the mid, but it's going to be a great 50 by the Wildcats. They're going to recover some pressure here. Ooh, Maniac dangerously into the middle, but Clubly following that up with a save. Great positioning there by him to bail out his teammate. Ooh, big down with it by Beer, but does not matter as Kyle's going to go all the way the other way and bar down Maniac trying to put that through. And a scramble save as the Wildcats just able to push it ever so slowly out of there. Great opportunity.
Yeah, if I was on the Scorpions roster right now, I'd be kicking myself because it really needs to go in the back of the net if you want to capitalize on the Wildcats defense.
Yeah, awesome pressure there. Right back the other way. The Wildcats are looking to go. About 2 minutes to go here in this game one. The Wildcats up with that 1-0 lead. Demo there by Clubly, though. Cajo with some space. He's going to get that over Canadians. Can he get a second touch? No. Sharks able to stop that off the wall. Going up for the second one as well. Great pass into the midfield, but Beer Bear just not able to put that into the open net. And maybe off that left wall. 1:45 to go here. Cajo with a good clear. That's going to be a great shot by Beer Bear in a good spot. Going to bring that to the right side here. Collecting a mid boost, or the full boost rather. Sharks. Playing that. Oh, Beer Bear stopping it for Sharks. Sharks going to get on net. A little bit of a panic. Had his teammate over there to the left, but not able to get it over there as the Scorpions look to make something happen. Big miss by Canadians. Ball's high in the air, but Sharks. Good recovery, but a great shot there by Clubly. Cajo looking to follow right onto Clubly's tape, and he just skies it wide. Over to the right side, had the entire net to shoot at. And the Scorpions' problem right now, they just really have to finish their opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, they're having some decent shots now in the last minute or so, but none of which are really any, matter for the Wildcats to clear.
Yeah, but they're playing a really good game here. Let's just see. The Wildcats scored pretty early in this game one, and but ever since then, I think the Scorpions really have been a better team.
I have to agree, and I hope that the momentum from their pressure this game carries over into game 2, and they can hopefully get an early lead if they want to come back in the series.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see what happens here. 38 seconds to go. The Scorpions want to make something happen here. Now's the time. Ooh, that almost go behind Beer Bear, but a good stop. Great demo. Some space in the middle now. Clubly trying to get it up for Kaho. That's going to go off that mid. Canadian, though, with a great touch over into that midfield. Clubly with space and with full. 22 seconds. Let's see what he can make happen here. Great card control. Has a flip. It's going to be a good 50 Kaho trying to hit that off that corner wall. Maniac, can he get to it first? Yes, he can. It's going to be dangerous. 50 straight down. And Shock's in a good spot. 10 seconds here now. The Wildcats holding on to their defensive structure right here. 5 seconds. Great patience there by Beer Bear. But Kaho going to hit that middle. 1 second to go. Maniac, no, he can't get to it. It Shocks with a great clear over the Bear. And just like that, the Wildcats going to pick up that game 1 victory.
Definitely an unexpected game 1. We kind of expected it to go the exact other way in terms of the pressure. Like, I came into this game feeling that the Wildcats were going to be the one barreling on these shots. But in the end, it was the Scorpions, and they just, kept the pressure on but didn't score any goals, and that's kind of all of what game 1 was.
Yeah, but that was a great game there by the Scorpions. Like you said, the Wildcats just with a really good, defensive structure right there. They really, scored that goal early and were able to keep their line pretty solid. They're getting some great clears, great opportunities on counterattacks, and we're able to keep the Scorpions there at bay. So we're going to look to see what happens here in this game too.
Yeah, both teams really had some great defensive rotation, so it's really just a matter of who's going to screw up first in the back, and then, hopefully the other team can capitalize on that.
And we'll see what happens here. Moving into this game too, can the Scorpions answer here with a win of their own, or can the Wildcats double their series lead? That's going to be dangerous right into the middle. Quick clear by Beer Bear, but Kaho aggressively playing that down. It's going to be a great pass, but Clubly getting stopped there by Lions. Beer Bear giving that away into the midfield. Kaho has space here. Good amount of boost as well. Going to go off that ceiling. Speedy play here by him, but hitting it a little bit too far. A little bit too ambitious with the speed there, but here comes Clubly trying to make something happen. Kaho playing a weak touch there. Beer Bear able to get that over to the right side. Good patient play. Scorpions once again 30 seconds in here, starting off with all the pressure. It's going to go right through that midfield. Shocks. Good stop there by him. It's going to be an awkward bouncer for him. Able to recover. Great pass down to the left, but Maniac can clear it through the mid. Can Beer Bear get back? Yes, he can. And right here's Kaho. Big double commit there for the Wildcat, but they're able to clear it out. And Maniac, let's see if he can make some time. Big miss there by him, but KO able to get that out. Canadian Lions. Big bang there over to the left side. Maniac trying to get that through in the corner. It's going to be an awkward bounce. Beer Bear, can he get to it? No, he can't. About a minute in here. Scorpions with 3 shots, but Wildcats, applying a little bit of counterattack pressure, but just can't get a shot on net. As I say that, though, Canadian Lions going to pick up the first one for his squad here about a minute in.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth action here. Unlike game 1, where the pressure kind of stayed on one side for a long time and then rotated back to the other and then rotated back again, it's just a lot of clearing the ball immediately and having the ball roll out and keeping the pressure on the other offensive side.
And we'll see who's going to break the seal here. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in this game, too. Wildcats scraping out a good game 1 victory. Scorpions are going to answer here. KO. Good pop up there, but Beer Bear in a good spot. Playing that to the right side. He's going to try to follow. Good flick there up. Only the Batmobile. Nice little ping pong hit. But Maniac with an easy little pinch. Going to get that pass too, but Shocks sticking the back line at that midfield. He's able to keep it in. Good play there by him. Canadian Lions. It's going to be a good bounce there. Can somebody get to it for the Wildcats? No, as Clubly is going to take it himself. But Shocks answering that off that back wall. Awkward bounce. Ooh, but a great save by KO. In the midfield again, just no team able to get a good quality chance. The chances that have been in this game really, they're getting some shots both ways, but nothing really too strong here.
Yeah, some teams gotta, spice something up on their offense if they want to really penetrate the defense, because both teams are rotating extremely well right now.
we'll see Shocks. Can he follow that? Oh, great double there by Shocks. But once again, nobody there for the Wildcats as Clubley takes that right around the third defender. And with 2 minutes to go, Clubley gets the opener.
A great little dribble play there by Clubley. I mean, Beer Bear, it is what it is. The ankles are broken. Clubley's going to take those. There's nothing to it.
Awesome play there by him. And the Scorpions finally able to get their first goal of the series here, actually. 2 minutes to go in that game, too. They were shut out in game 1 with a 1-0 victory there for the Wildcats, but they've been playing really well ever since they gave up that first and original only goal. Here comes Cajo. Shocks. No space as Clubley takes everything away, but he's making it awkward in that midfield. Beer Bear trying to get a shot, but Maniac playing a good touch there to the right side wall. Gonna be up the wall. Shocks. Gonna get a good touch mid, but Kyle with a lot of space there, electing over to Clubley, trying to make something happen there. Maniac gonna 50 all the way up. Minute 27 seconds to go here. Shocks with a good touch. Beer Bear with a great touch down. Canadian Lions, all the net to shoot at. Just not able to get any power on that shot. That's a big opportunity.
Yeah, the Wildcats have not had many opportunities this game, so it's just a matter of getting that final shot on target in the offensive third, and unfortunately did not turn out for them in that scenario.
And here we go. Just about a minute to go now. Scorpions with 5 shots on net. Equaled with the Wildcats, also 5. Maniac trying to make something happen. Beer Bear, good clear there by him. Looking to follow that Clubley, but a good touch down to the right side. Canadian, though, trying to play that into the midfield. Shocks, good touch off that back wall, but Cajo gets to that first. Clubley, elected to back up there. 45 seconds now. The Wildcats need to get something going here. Cajo missing that, but Maniac there to follow it up and just high. Would have been a big insurance goal there for the Scorpions. But Maniac not able to put that home. Here comes Shocks, though, trying to counter the other way. Canadians off that back wall. Great pass for Shocks. Not able to get there, but a big miss there by Beer Bear. Shocks, great 50, 25 seconds to go. Beer Bear. Wildcats with a good amount of pressure here. Canadians are all with a big miss. Allowing some space, but it does not matter. It's going to go right back into the zone. Clubley, though, with a good clear. And 15 seconds to go. Wildcats with a lot of pressure here in this final minute. Shocks with 8 seconds. Not much going to happen here. Beer Bear trying to make something go. Canadian Lions a little bit awkward backwards. Not able to get that touch. And with 2 seconds, Beer Bear keeps that up. It's going to be now or never for the Wildcats, but they're not going to take advantage. And just like that, the Scorpions come back and just dominate that game too.
I have to say, I really enjoyed that enthusiasm from the Wildcats offense at the end. There was a lot of spirit in that offense. They were applying pressure with a purpose, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But, that the opportunity was there for them, and I hope the opportunity keeps rising in Game 3 if they continue that pressure.
Yeah, and what do you think the Wildcats have to work on here to want to bring back the pressure against the Scorpions? In my opinion, Scorpions have really been bringing it to the Wildcats right now.
Yeah, the Scorpions have some really strong midfield pressure, so it's really about that strong clear that the Wildcats need right now to get it past at least the second defender, so that they can keep the ball in their offensive zone as they did in those last 30 seconds or so.
Perfect. Sounds good. So we'll see what happens now. Scorpions with a strong 1-0 victory, just like the Wildcats had in Game 1. So that many goals, great defensive battle here, and they were talking about the offensive stats here before the game, but so far very low scoring games. Only 2 goals scored in the series, but I must say, even though it's been very low scoring, I had to say, it's been really fun to watch and commentate here. Both teams playing with some good speed.
And I'm thinking one of these games is going to be an absolute blowout, but don't hold me to it.
That's the hot take of the night right there. 10 seconds in right now. Maniac is trying to start the scoring, but that's going to go top left. A little bit wide. Clubley. Cahill not able to make a touch. Shocks now. Trying to go off that back wall. Ooh, gets a double touch. Maniac, though, in a fortunate spot. It's going to bonk right off of his head. Bieber trying to keep that in. Good play there by hand. It's going to go mid. Cahill with a good clear. Ooh, Maniac with a great read there for that clear, I must say. It's in his zone now. Beer Bear gets that past everybody. It's going to be an awkward ball. Not hitting the ceiling. Ooh! Very dangerous. Beer Bear trying to make something happen. That was just a lob way high from the midfield and just very awkward here for the Scorpions. And that long shot from Canadian Lions is going to start the scoring here.
Unfortunately, there was not a third defender there to sweep back post, and Clubley got caught out a little too far. near post, and Loins really took advantage there.
Great shot, and just like that, the Wildcats, they're going to open the scoring here in this game 3. So far, whoever's opened the scoring has won the game 1-0, so we'll see if hopefully we can get a little bit more offense here, but these teams have to create those quality chances right now. Beer Bear looking to make that happen, getting a second touch, but Clubly playing it safe to the corner, allowing Maniac to take that up. Canadian Lions, though, keeping that in, but Cajo in a good spot. Shocks. Good speed there by him. Gonna read that off that back. But nobody there for the Wildcats. Clubly with some space. Gonna get that over Beer Bear. Who's gonna get their first Canadian? He's gonna look to follow, but he's gonna be bumped by his teammate. And Maniac bangs that over everybody. Beer Bear, though, setting Clubly up on it. See, he's gonna get that over to Cajo with a great read, but Clubly not able to get that quick enough. Look at all these demos coming out now. Haven't been seeing much of those.
We have not, and that might be a crucial part of the offensive pressure because, you know, it's a lot easier to score on 2 defenders than 3.
Of course. And we'll see if that becomes a trend here. But still, Wildcats coming off to an early 1-0 lead, just like the other 2 games. Early lead for whoever team scores, and then they just defend it out 1-0. So let's see what happens here. Canadian Lions gonna get a good counter attack over the Shocks. He's got a good first touch, a shot on that. But KO able to get a good clear. That's gonna be all the way down midfield. Cajo trying to get to that. Gets that off the second touch. Second fly around rather. Expended a lot of boost. Maniac now playing off that back wall. Can KO get to that? Good touch there by him. Shocks now with some space. Beer Bear 2-on-1 against Maniac. Shocks, can he get a good flick? But Maniac with good patience. He's gonna play that over to the side. Canadian Lions with a good follow-up there. Shocks not able to get it there as KO a little bit too speedy. 1-on-1 here. Beer Bear with a good early pressure. And the Wildcats once again gonna clear it out. You know, both of these teams once again playing very well in Beer Bear. Just like that's gonna double the lead here for the Wildcats.
Well, I mean, we've had, you know, equal amount of goals this game as to the entire series up to this point. So that's quite an improvement. But the Wildcats are going to take the 2-0 lead here, and I'm not expecting the Scorpions to have much of a fight back this game.
Damn, and look at that. Just like that, the Wildcats are coming out here, just really bringing it on. After the Scorpions, in my opinion, really played much better in the first 2 games. The Wildcats may be showing off here as they're going to be up 2-0 here. Beer Bear trying to make something happen. Awkward play there for him. But Cajo. Canadian Lions off to that corner. Maniac with a good shot. Shocks not able to get a good touch, and Maniac just cuts the lead in half.
You know, I might retract my previous statement about there not being a fight back because it looks like we are going to have one. Scorpions looking to keep their pressure up here as they come back 2-1 in this game.
And a good play there by the Scorpions. That was one goal and only 2 shots for them, so pretty good shooting percentage, 50%. Not bad. Let's see if they can follow it up here. That's going to be an awkward there. Beer Bear with all of them. That's a shit up, but a great save by Maniac. Shocks. Looking to apply the pressure, gets a good double touch. Beer Bear off of that back wall. Canadian Lions, can he finish? Awesome save there by Cajo. He's trying to follow it himself, trying to get a dunk on Shocks. Clubly, but an awkward touch back. Maniac with a good touch. But Beer Bear able to clear that on Maniac, keeping the pressure. Canadian Lions clearing that out. And now with a minute to go here, Scorpions need to make something happen here now. Still only 3 shots. Oh, net in the game. And just as I say that, the best 50 I've seen all night. Shocks in that corner, and that's a 3-1 lead.
That was really a shocker, I will say. I did not expect that one at all. It's a really good pressure from Shocks, and I mean, they've been getting 50s in the mid, but it has not been anything like that one.
Incredible. Really shocked you on that one, huh? Beer Bear. Looking to make something happen. It's a big goal there for the Wildcats, getting that insurance. Let's see if they can hold it, though. Still some time here for the Scorpions if they can answer back here. But so far, it's been all Wildcats this game 3. Cajo. Getting that over 1. Getting it over 2, 3, 4 touches. But not able to turn it in. Maniac trying to keep that in. It's going to go past him. Canadian Lions looking to make something happen. Playing it slow. But Clubby with a good touch. Looking to follow that himself. Allowing Maniac for a good bang out there. Clubby looking for a bump. What a great bump. Open net for Cajo. And that's an awesome play there by the Scorpions.
Yeah, Clubley had absolutely zero boost there. He just jumped and prayed, and it worked out really well because Canadian Loyens really tried pre-jumping that one a little bit, and did not work out in his favor as he was knocked away.
And just like that, with 20 seconds to go, you know, the Scorpions do have a chance here if they can win something. Look at that. Maniac with a good bang over into the Wildcat zone. That's an awkward touchdown by Shocks. It's going to go straight down, but 2 misses by the Scorpions. Does not matter. Oh, yes, it does. Canadian Lions with a goal line touchdown. A big demo by Beer Bear. And the Scorpions had it, but just were not able to put it down into the net. And like that, the Wildcats, they're going to pull out this Game 3 victory and take a big 2-1 lead.
Yeah, really unfortunate there, but could have seen it in overtime. Maybe a little bit of stream nerves at the end. I mean, you know, garbage times, you know, coming up really close, and you gotta score on stream, or otherwise you lose the game. And if you don't win the next one, you're gonna lose the entire series because it is 2-1 for the Wildcats right now.
Absolutely. And just give me 1 second. Can I fill up my water bottle? Can I have 10 seconds?
No, you have no permission from me.
Yes, I'm leaving. A lot of talking.
All right, don't tell Cyan, chat. But actually no, I don't know where I'm going with this. I wanted to do something.
I can hear you anyways.
Dang it. Okay.
All right, you can start it up. I'll be right back.
Okay. He trusts me. That's cute.
Of course.
Oh, he can still hear me. Dang.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but I am back.
Nobody on
Here we
stream
go.
saw that. Nobody on stream saw that.
Perfect. It's just froze for a second, you know? We're going to see what happens here. What are we thinking here? You think the Scorpions going to be able to answer here? Or the Wildcats going to take it in 4?
You know, I said the Scorpions might be able to take the series at the start, but I am feeling a Wildcats win here, so it might be a 3-1 for them.
Here we go. Big switch there by Skirky. He's going to see if that comes true here. About 20 seconds in now. Kaho using his space here, trying to play that midfield. A little bit dangerous, but Maniac going to boot it out. Shocks keeping that in the zone. Doesn't go for the second touch. Canadian Lions awkwardly plays it up, but Kaho plays it over to the right side wall. Shocks, though, with some space. Beer Bear going to pop it up over everybody, but Clubley going to play it over. Great second touch there by him, but Canadian Lions stopping that perfectly. Maniac not able to get it past him, and a big bump. Canadian Lions playing a physical game right now, but a minute in.
And that physical game might be exactly what either team needs, because, you know, we spiced it up a little bit in Game 3 with some demos, and it worked out for the Wildcats, but I don't know if it'll work out in Game 5, but it's worth a try at this point.
We'll see. See if we get some demos. Canadian Lions with a good pop up there. Beer Bear trying to get that past Maniac. Clubley with a good bump up there, but Shocks with good speed. Playing out that midfield. Kaho with a good 50. Beer Bear gonna get to that first. Playing that into the midfield. Canadian Lions gonna get dusted to it by Maniac. But it doesn't matter. Shocks. Ooh. Clubley with a good touch to the right side wall. Maniac could look to turn. Touching that up one. Can he get a second one? Yes, he does on that. Almost barely off that post, but Beer Bear looking up as Shocks plays that all the way down. All 3 offensive players here for the Wildcats in the zone. And if that's a big clear the other way, this may be a big goal call. Going for the flip reset, getting a bump. That would have been a great play there by him. Beer Bear at that midfield. 2 minutes into this Game 4. 2-1 series lead for the Wildcats. We're seeing another low-scoring game here. The last game was the most amount of goals we've seen in the series so far, but the first 2 games, only two goals scored here. So it's just some nerds, you know. I don't think the Wildcats want to come out here and just play poor defensively and try to, you know, lose this game. They want to take care of it. But is that doubled? Yes, it is. Shocks with a great goal there.
I believe it was an own goal, actually.
Was it? Oh, jeez. I didn't see what happened. The director kind of went nuts. Oh, a big bump and just an unfortunate drop for the Scorpions. And oof, that's tough.
I mean, if you're going to lose, one way to do it is with an own goal, I will say.
Unfortunate play there for the Scorpions. They need to answer here and quick. Beer Bear getting that pass. One. Maniac with a good bang on that. Just wide right. Shocks clearing that out. Kaho playing that down, has no boost here. Gonna look for a 50. Beerberg gets a good touch, getting that pass too as well. Can he make a good flick up? Canadian Lions, can he beat Clubly? No, he can't. Clubly, good clear, but a double commit there. Oh, can he read that? The Sharks would interesting read there. That would have been cool. Canadian Lions off that right side wall. Can he make a second touch? Kaho. Gonna stop it. Clubly over to the right side. Canadian Lions, ooh, missed touch there by him. A little bit of an awkward play there in that midfield. Minute 45 here now. And if you take a look at the shots, we have a whopping 0 shots for every team and 0 stats for every team. And 1 goal on 0 shots. So that can kind of tell you the state of this game right now. Both teams very nervous, in my opinion, not getting any team plays going. But as I say that, Kaho trying to do it all himself there. Oh, I believe that was the first shot on net.
Indeed
there you go.
It was. But what a shot there, though.
Oh, look at Sharks trying to prove us wrong. Good touch there by Maniac. And now we're getting some shots out here. Both of these teams playing much better offensively. Clubly looking to get a good touchdown. Here comes Maniac. It's a dunk on Canadian Lions, but he's going to push it forward. Clubly playing that to the right side. Doesn't have too much boost to work with. Beerbear going to play that into the midfield. Sharks. Good opportunity, but the Scorpions defense just able to keep that out. 45 seconds now. The Scorpions need to make something happen. Clubly gonna get a good touch over to the right side, but Beerbear's gonna answer that right back. Kaho laying that down. Maniac, good demo there by him. Can Maniac follow that up? Canadian Lions. Let's see what he does here. Good touchdown, but Maniac gets it past him. That's gonna go dangerously almost. But the Wildcats once again holding their line. Kaho trying to play that up. Beerbear getting bumped off that wall. Canadian Lions with a great bang there. Can he get back to a Maniac? Ooh, awkward bounce down. It's going to be wide open net and Sharks with 15 to go. Gets the insurance goal and the Wildcats are up 2.
At least we didn't see 2 own goals this game because that was very close.
Oh.
A good original shot there from Canadian Lions. Not much Maniac could do in the back with that very large clear.
And then so unfortunate, but the Wildcats just really played a really solid game here. And, you know, after those first 2 games where, in my opinion, the Scorpions really were the better team, the Wildcats really picked up their gameplay and would just come in with a big win here and a really good and solid win, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would have to agree. It's a really well-deserved one as well. Is this going in? What a save.
Almost. And just like that, the Wildcats take this game for 2-0, take the series 3-1.
Yeah, really great series there. Well deserved from the Wildcats. You know, not what we expected. We really expected some high-scoring games, and we saw 2 1-goal game differentials and then 2 2-goal game differentials. So exactly the opposite. Might hurt their stats a little bit, but it's definitely gonna boost the ego of the Wildcats coming in at 10-2 right now.
Yeah, and those are some great games there by the Wildcats. The Scorpions, though, you know, no slouches themselves. Played very good in a series, but just, you know, weren't able to get the critical finishes when they were there. And the Wildcats, just with their solid defensive rotations, able to get it done.
And I got 2 questions for you, Cyan.
Go ahead.
All right. If you were the Scorpions coach, what would you say to them right now, and why do you have a Kim Possible ringtone?
Did you catch that?
I did catch that.
All right, first of all, 1, Kim Possible, because that's my fucking childhood, and I